Am I crazy, or did I just see a dark-haired Rebecca getting into the elevator with a whip?
You're not, and she did.
I thought you guys were done.
Well, a man is never done with a woman like Rebecca. You see, her mind is in the gutter, and you will find that sometimes playing in the gutter is a marvelous way to relieve tension. God willing, you will find yourself a plaything just as inventive one day.
No, thank you, Father. Kay is all the woman that I need.
So the wedding's on.
Oh, absolutely. And you'll be pleased to know, just to make sure, I took your advice and killed Miguel's modeling career. He's nothing but a penniless deckhand, once again.
No more modeling, no more money. I can't believe no one will hire me anymore. Just my luck. Mama's right. Why would Kay want to be with me when she can be with Fox, who has plenty of money and a wonderful career? I'm nothing but a day laborer on a fishing boat.
Flora, it's not like you to be so negative.
Kay, listen, please don't marry Fox. Anyone who marries Crane finds nothing but misery.
Yeah, well, Fox isn't like the rest of them.
They're selfish and they're greedy
Not
and they're...
Sheridan? Not fancy? Fox has always put me first from day one. He didn't abandon me to go look for another woman. That was Miguel.
He regrets that.
Yes, so he says. And I can't believe you're saying all this stuff. Fox has been here helping me raise your granddaughter. How can you say these things? He fell in love with me when I was a college dropout. I was working at that cannery. He's a good man. And I love him, and I'm gonna marry him.
It's a mistake. Look, it's not Fox's fault that he was born a Crane. Maybe it's genetic, maybe there's a curse on the whole family, I don't know. But sooner or later, trust me, he will become just like his father and his grandfather, and he will break your heart, Kay. And he will break Maria's heart, too.
That cop said he saw Teresa headed this way, and she's nowhere to be found. And what would be so damn important that you would cancel our meeting about little Ethan's custody and just rush down here? Something's wrong.
Come on, JT. Come on out. It's Teresa. I know you're here somewhere.
Beautiful day, Mrs. Crane. I just knew we would meet again.
Why'd you call me on my cell phone? Don't you know that anyone could be listening in?
Well, that's me, living dangerously.
All right. What are you doing back in Harmony, huh? You shouldn't be in this country, let alone New England. And you need to get out of town right now.
Funny thing, in Rome, you chased me all around town trying to get me to stay and talk to Ethan on your behalf. Now you want to get rid of me? Why? What are you up to?
Sam, what are you doing home? Honey, what is it?
I was at the office, and suddenly there's not much point in being a cop if you're absolutely powerless.
Okay, what happened?
I should have told you last night. I was out with Paloma and Noah, and I saw Spike with Jessica, and she was selling herself again.
Sam.
To more than one man at a time.
Oh. Oh, no.
Ivy, it's breaking my heart. I don't know what to do anymore.
Cover it up.
Sharon, what happened here?
Oh, my God, are you okay? I don't know, I went up to the mansion to bring James his art supplies, and Phyllis was here cleaning like she does every day. When I came back, I found her lying on the floor. I thought she was unconscious, so I checked for a pulse. And when I couldn't find one, I called 911, and then you. I can't believe this. I've known her for years, and now she's dead.
What do we got?
As best as I can tell, she's been dead less than an hour. The body temperature just dropped.
Did you determine the cause of death yet?
Strangulation, which called asphyxiation. See these bruises around the throat? Great force was used. At a guess, I'd say the assailant was male.
What's that?
John? Scrap of paper with ink smudge. We'll check it under the microscope, see if it's anything.
She put up a fight?
No, no sign of defensive struggle.
Sounds like she was surprised by someone she knew. Someone she was used to seeing around here.
Someone she thought was safe.
So chances are you know the murderer, too. Where's Chris?
Why? What difference does it make where Chris is?
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Sheridan, I need to talk to Chris right away.
Chris wouldn't know anything about this. He was working in the garden that I planted with James while Phyllis was working here in the cottage. All right, there's no way that Chris could have seen or heard anything.
Oh, fine. But maybe he saw something or someone that could help identify the killer.
Look, the garden is a good walk from here. I'm telling you, there is no way that Chris could have heard or seen anything. And if he did, he would have helped Phyllis. There is no way that Chris is a suspect.
Sheridan, come on. You are not that naive, okay? Chris was in close proximity to Phyllis when she died. She knew him. He is a male, and he is strong. In fact, he's a perfect match to the medical examiner's killer.
Chris knows nothing about this.
Okay. Well, then, by any chance, did you happen to see someone else this morning? Another male on the grounds who knows Phyllis?
No, I mean, there are gardeners, there's staff members, there are dozens of people who come around here.
We'll see. So, where's this garden? Because I need to question Chris right away.
Why? What's going on in here?
Look at me. You know you can't wallow in self-pity. You just have to accept the hard things in life and make the best of them. In the meantime, just try to enjoy the positive things in your life. We will help Jessica. We will. We'll find a way. In the meantime, you have a lot to be grateful for.
Like what?
Like us.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it the way it came out.
I know. I love you, Sam, and you love me, and it's a miracle that after all this time, we are finally together, and we have a wedding coming up.
I can't wait to walk Kay down the aisle.
Well, that's not the wedding I'm talking about. I was sort of talking about ours.
I'm sorry. How could I forget? Look, I would love to make you my bride.
Well, that's one way to make you happy.
What?
Let's do it right away. Why wait? Let's get married.
You know what? You're right. Why not?
Ah, damn it. Teresa, come on. Where did you go? You couldn't have gotten far. Why did you cancel our meeting about Little Ethan's custody? You couldn't wait to do battle with Julian. This just isn't like you at all.
I am not up to anything. You need to get out of town.
Oh, come on. I would think a person in your position of power would be a better liar.
You don't even know what you're talking about, JT.
I know that you chased me around Rome and you offered me $10 million to tell Ethan, who emailed Daily Private Lives, that he wasn't a Crane.
Well, that was then.
So what's changed? Why the big turnaround, huh?
I'm not gonna
You could have
talk to
forced
you.
my hand at that hotel.
I'm not going to talk to you about anything.
You don't want to talk to me, I know. And you don't want me to meet up with Ethan. Why?
You're delusional.
Could this have something to do with that other information I gave you? The other information being your son being Ethan Winthrop's child and not Julian
All right,
Crane.
JT, I said shut up.
Bingo. Now, I'm curious. Why don't you want Ethan to know this information? Don't you love him? And my God, it's been in the tabloids for years. You'd do anything to get the guy back. If he found out that his wife betrayed him, he would leave her, and if you could reveal that you guys have a son together, you'd snag him back for sure.
You just don't get it. Yeah, Ethan would want to spend time with his son, but I don't know for sure if he would actually leave Gwen to be with me. They stole my daughter from me, JT. I refuse to let them have my son.
I must say, well done, Fox. The only thing better than advancing oneself is to do it at the expense of others. You've done all of us a favor by ending Miguel's modeling career. Now I don't have to see that blue-collar mug every time I open up a magazine.
You know, the new offer for his services I refused on his behalf was very lucrative.
Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. I must say, I believe I misjudged you. You're turning out to be more of a chip off the old block than I thought.
Oh, really? Which block would that be? You seem to be changing your personality every week.
That's my prerogative. But you are a Crane, Fox. I'm very proud of you.
Maybe I can pick up some more shifts on the boat to make up for the modeling income. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Even if it did, I'd never get to see Kay and Maria. God, what the hell am I gonna do to make more money?
Miguel. Hey, quite a long face, man.
I'm all right. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be practicing to be in the Supreme Court or something?
No, I'm actually looking for your sister. You see, we were supposed to have a meeting today about little Ethan's custody, and she just canceled it last minute, and she ran out of the building.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Look, have you seen her around here anywhere?
Sorry, man.
I guess I'll keep looking. I'll see you.
Good luck. I'm gonna have to work out a custody arrangement for Maria if Kay marries Fox. God, I hate this. I hate this. I don't want to be a part-time father. I want to be there for Kay and Maria all the time.
Look, you don't know Fox the way that I do. He's very sweet and kind.
Well, perhaps now. But I have experience with the Crane men. Not one of them, Kay, not one of them has ever developed into a happy, stable human being. Alistair was a devil. Cruel, inhuman, insufferable until the day he died with Beth and Marty. Julian was just as bad. We all thought he'd reformed, and then once Eve left him, he was back to being old Julian again.
But trust me, Fox is different.
I doubt it. Fox won't fall far from the tree. Before long, he will turn into his father and his grandfather. He will become mean and greedy and even sadistic.
Pilar!
No, and there you will be, Kay. Another one of the miserable Crane wives. Like Ivy and Rachel and Catherine. All of them unhappy until the day they left the Cranes, and they were all scarred because of their experiences. Is that how you want to wind up?
You're just saying this because you want me to marry Miguel.
No, Mija. I mean, it's true. I would be very happy if I saw you marry Miguel. But I would warn you against marrying a Crane no matter what.
So confused. I don't know what to do.
It's simple. Very simple. You leave Fox and you go back to Miguel, the man you know you belong with, the man that's in your heart. A man you've loved your whole life. Follow your heart, Kay, before it's too late.
You are my passion for life.
How did a cute little thing like you become so pessimistic? Don't you think the revelation that you guys have a child together would make him leave Gwen?
Well, JT, yeah, you know, one would think. But Gwen and Rebecca, they always managed to poison Ethan's mind against me.
Oh, good point. Rebecca can talk a man into anything.
She and Gwen convinced Ethan that I was an unfit mother. So Ethan helped them take my daughter from me. What if the same thing happens with little Ethan?
I can't see Ethan taking your child. I mean, he's a bit of a sap, but he does seem to be the proverbial straight arrow.
Gwen can convince Ethan of anything, JT. I would never see my son. They'd go after full custody, and at the end of the day, the only thing that is worth fighting for is little Ethan, and I'm not gonna lose him, no matter what the cost.
Hey, honey. Hey, Pilar.
Good morning, Sam.
Oh, look who's here. The blushing bride. This was on the front porch. Stressed to you. What are you two doing here?
Well, we were going over options for the wedding.
Well, there's plenty of time for that.
What?
What is it, Sam?
It's postmarked Florence, Italy. Must be from Grace.
Don't cross the tape.
What is going on in here? Who is that under there?
Chris, it's Phyllis. She's dead.
Murdered.
Oh my God. I was just talking to her a few minutes ago.
Were you?
So was I. This is insane. I was just up at the mansion seeing James, and when I came back, I found her on the floor. I thought she was unconscious, so I checked for a pulse, and when I couldn't find one, I called 911.
What happened to her?
Well, actually, I was hoping that you could tell us that.
Now, what kind of a question is that? God, poor Phyllis.
How dare you, Luis?
How dare I? I'm a cop, Sheridan, and from what I've heard, Chris is the last person to have seen Phyllis alive.
Oh, how exactly was Phyllis murdered?
She was strangled. So you mind explaining to me then how you got these cuts on your hand?
So Miguel's modeling career has come to an untimely end. How did you do it?
Well, actually, it was quite easy. The client sent me an offer to the office requesting Miguel's exclusive services in a worldwide campaign. I called the client back and told him that Miguel had retired from modeling forever.
Well done.
By coincidence, Miguel came by the office to ask me for more work. As a model, I said that he was overexposed and he should give it up completely. I was very convincing. I couldn't help myself. I actually shredded the offer right under Miguel's nose.
Sure, Omaka. Grandfather would be loving that.
If you think I take that as a compliment, you are mistaken.
As I recall, the last time we spoke, you said that you trusted Kay absolutely. You knew for certain that she would never hurt you. If you believed that, why did you sabotage Miguel's career?
Sin Kay does love me, and I love her. But I'll admit, Miguel gets on my nerves. I mean, he's always around. We can't get away from him. He's constantly trying to spend more time with Kay and Maria.
Well, he is the child's father.
Biologically, maybe. But I'm more of a father to Maria than he is. But sure enough, anytime Kay gets upset over the smallest little thing, here comes Miguel running in by her side, trying to comfort her. Maybe now that his modeling career is done, he'll have to be on the boat 24/7. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Amen to that, my son. I let my guard down. You know what happened? TC wormed his way back into Eve's life, and now she is back with him. You were right to cut Miguel off. But perhaps you could even do better than that. Perhaps you could eliminate him from the picture completely.
Well, I'll try. Even though I do trust Kay completely, I don't want Miguel hanging around all the time. I mean, why put temptation in Kay's path if I can avoid it?
Wow. You are certainly becoming more and more worthy of the Crane name each and every day.
Well, open it, Dad. See what Mom sent you.
Okay.
Nice.
Dear Sam, I saw this frame at a little antique store on the banks of the Ornault and thought of you. Best wishes of your upcoming marriage. Love, Grace.
How thoughtful of Grace to send a silver-plated frame.
No, let me see. Now, this is sterling. It must have been very expensive.
Well, looks can be deceiving. What fun for Grace to have the luxury to just be able to rummage through secondhand stores.
She said it was from an antique store.
Well, they're basically the same thing, aren't they? Isn't this karma? We were just discussing having our wedding almost immediately. Okay. You cannot tell Sam that I hired David to break up his marriage to Grace. He deserves to know the truth before he marries you. Okay, you're not thinking clearly.
You know, I have got to give you a lot more credit, Mrs. Crane. You are as devious as your pals Gwen and Rebecca.
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because when a woman like you turns a 180 like this, something is up. But who am I? Who am I? I'll just let the tabloid work the whole mess out.
No, you won't.
Oh, please. Do you know how much money this information is worth? Your name sells a lot of papers, my dear. Think about it. Sex, love, money. And you know what they say? Money makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round.
Well, it depends on who you ask. I'm in the money camp myself.
What is with you? Why are you so obsessed with money? Because you know what? It doesn't bring you 1 minute of happiness.
Not having it doesn't make you jump for joy either. Now, let's think about this. Why don't you tell Ethan? If you tell Ethan Winthrop that little Ethan is his son, word will get out that he is not a Crane. Little Ethan will lose his inheritance. I may be slow, but I get there eventually. And you, I think, have a taste of the good life, don't you? And you don't want to give it up.
You don't know me.
Well, I know this. I remember seeing the papers when Old Man Crane's will came out, and little Ethan is set to inherit billions with a B. And you want to make sure you see him as Lord of the Manor.
All right, JT, you really need to keep your
No,
mouth shut.
no, skin off my nose. You don't have to explain a thing. But one more thing. If the whole town knows what's in the will, why doesn't Ethan think it's strange that you've named him Little Ethan's trustee in case you kick the bucket?
Now, why would Ethan think that that was strange? He's always been a part of little Ethan's life. He's his godfather, and I trust Ethan to do amazing things with Crane Industries the same way I would.
Okay, if you say so. Speaking of doing amazing things with...
Wondered how long it would take you.
Well, IRS problems, remember? I need big money to disappear. In fact, if I get enough money, I might just leave Harmony permanently. Oh, no. Are you kidding? I can't take a check. It's cash. All cash.
No, I don't carry large amounts of cash on hand, JT.
Well, then let's get to the bank and you take out a couple mil, and then we'll meet later on.
No. I need you out of here right now. What do you want?
Teresa?
Go quickly, please.
We're not done yet, my dear. Remember that.
Oh, I remember.
Were you just talking to JT Cornell? I can't hear you. Was that JT Cornell that was just running away?
JT, are you, what? No, of course not. I was meeting somebody.
Who?
What?
Who?
That's none of your business.
Oh, come on, damn it, Teresa. Why did you cancel our meeting that we had with Julian about little Ethan's custody?
I'm sorry about that, okay? This meeting was extremely important.
Oh. Well, what kinds of important meetings do you have in alleys?
Well, you know how the business world is, Ethan. Sometimes if you want information from people, you kind of just have to meet them on the sly.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm just having a problem believing that you of all people would, cancel a meeting about your son's welfare in order to dabble in corporate espionage,
Nothing is more important to me, Ethan, than both of my children. Now, in order to protect them, sometimes there are certain things that I have to take care of.
See, you're talking out both sides of your mouth, Teresa, and I've had it. So tell me what the hell is going on here. You're canceling meetings, disappearing, acting strange. What is your big secret?
It's very nice.
It's just like Grace. So tasteful.
I know. We can put our wedding photo in it.
In a frame my mom sent?
Yes, Kay. Why do you think she sent it? When you're more grown up, you'll understand Grace is blessing our marriage. I think the silver's a little tarnished, though.
I think it's beautiful.
No, Pilar. I think your standards are slipping. I'll give it a good cleaning later.
You better be a good, loyal wife to my dad. Or else
What? Kay? What? You'll tell Sam that you knew all along that Grace wasn't married to David and that his marriage to Grace was rock solid and legal, and you just couldn't be bothered to tell him the truth? Oh, or that you took advantage of your mother's amnesia and let her leave town with a man she only thought she knew? Please, your father is nearly broken because of Jessica's behavior. How do you think he's gonna feel when he finds out that his other daughter is just as scheming and malicious
as his fiancée?
Touché.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking all around for you. I called the mansion. They said you weren't there. You weren't at Tabitha's house.
Oh, I was with Pilar. We were just finishing up the wedding stuff, and I wanted to come over here and go over the details with my dad, so.
Great. Well, speaking of weddings, look what I have here. Tickets for the honeymoon.
Oh my God, where are we going?
You can't know. It's my surprise.
Well, come on, it's been weeks. You have to tell me where we're going.
Why? You haven't shown me your wedding dress.
Okay, that's not the same thing. That's just a superstition. Besides, I have to know. I have to know what to pack. Do I take a bikini or long underwear? I mean, come on.
That would be giving it away. I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, you're impossible.
All right. How about I'll tell one of the maids where we're going to go and have her pack for you. Will that work?
Oh, I guess.
Well, are you still planning to have the wedding outside?
Well, Chief, if the weather permits, yeah.
Well, you're living on the edge. I mean, this time of the year, you don't know whether it's going to be 90 or a blizzard.
Are you going to marry a man that makes honeymoon plans without consulting you first?
Pilar, he's just trying to be romantic.
Romantic? I find it selfish. Actually, I think it's controlling. Miguel would never do something like that without consulting you first. He loves you too much, respects you too much.
Pilar, please.
No. Okay. I have to say my piece. You can't marry Fox. You have to marry Miguel.
Excuse me? What the hell's the matter with you? You trying to convince my fiancée to marry your layabout loser son?
Hey. Don't you dare talk to my mother that way.
Back off, Luis.
What happened to your hands, Chris? Huh? They're a mess.
Of course they are. I was in the garden. I was clearing James and Sheridan's garden, and then I cleared some brush.
Some brush?
Yeah.
They have gardeners for that, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Anyway, I had some pumpkins that I wanted to harvest before Halloween. Is that a crime?
I don't see any pumpkins.
Yeah, that's because I left them in the garage so that when James and Sheridan cut him, they won't make a mess in here. Okay? Dirty hands, hard work. They go together. And these scratches I got from the underbrush.
If you think Chris got the scratches on his hands from strangling Phyllis, remember the examiner said that there was no indication that she put up a fight. So why would the murderer have scratches on his hands?
He also said that whoever attacked Phyllis knew her. Certainly Chris knew her, didn't he?
My husband did not kill Phyllis!
All right, fine. So I'll calm down and just start thinking rationally.
I am not the one who is losing his mind.
So you say you knew Phyllis pretty well, huh? You know if she had any enemies, anyone who wanted to kill her?
She was a lovely woman and a wonderful mother.
She was a bit of a gossip, but people don't get murdered for that.
You said she was raising a child all alone. Is there some ex-husband we should be checking out?
No. She was widowed for years. That's why she had to work here to support her boy. God, poor Lottie.
Well, maybe there's some angry boyfriend you don't know about.
I don't think so.
Check it out.
Luis, we're all done. Gonna move the body?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. What's that?
I'm sorry. I meant to point it out, but then the sheet covered it and I forgot. It hasn't been moved. It was right there by the body when I came in.
Thanks.
I'll have the autopsy report to you as soon as I can.
Anybody recognize his pen?
Yeah, that's my pen. I must have dropped it.
Bag it. Could be evidence for murder.
You know, you're way out of bounds, Ethan. You don't work for Crane anymore. You need to keep your questions to yourself.
Teresa, come off it. Come on. I know you. I know when you're acting strangely, and you are. So what is going on? Are you sure everything is all right?
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You go running off to meet some stranger in an alley? I'm sorry, in my experience, the only thing you find in an alley is a rat.
Well, if I want you to stick your nose into my business life or my personal life, trust me, I will ask you.
Fine. Have a good day.
Wait, just wait.
What?
I didn't want the terms of my will to be made public. But now that they are, can you promise me something? Will you promise me something, please?
Perhaps.
No matter what happens to me, will you always do your best by Crane Industries?
Teresa, come on.
No,
We've
I'm
already
serious,
talked.
Ethan. No, stop. Just, will you safeguard my son's future? Will you keep Crane Industries going strong until he's old enough to take care of it himself?
Teresa, you're sounding like you're going to die any minute.
Just promise me.
I already said I would.
I know you did. You said it on a second's notice, and I just really want you to, stop and think about what I am asking of you. And if I die, do you swear to take over Crane Industries and make it a company that we'll both be proud of? For little Ethan's sake.
I do. For little Ethan's sake.
That's good. You put my mind at rest, Ethan. And my heart.
Who the hell do you think you are, Fox?
Miguel, por favor.
Your mother was just here trying to convince Kay to marry you instead of me. And where do you get off being such a little busybody anyway?
That's enough,
Okay,
Fox.
Fox, do not call her names. Okay, I understand why you're upset.
You apologize to my mother right now, Fox. You have no right to call her names.
I will do no such thing. She should apologize to me, and in the future, she should mind her own business.
Hey, shut up,
that's
Fox.
enough.
Shut up.
Get out of my way, Miguel.
Miguel!
I would check for fingerprints.
Well, that's just stupid. Of course it's gonna have my fingerprints on it. It's my pen.
Yeah, so how exactly did such a nice pen end up on the floor?
I don't know. I used it to make some notes earlier. I put it down on the table. It probably rolled off onto the floor.
Mind if we have a look around, Sheridan?
Of course not. Go right ahead. Right, Chris?
Sure. I've got nothing to hide. And we want to find who did this to poor Phyllis.
Good. Fancy, come on, let's start outside. Oh, and don't go under the tape. As you know, it's a crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. Trouble just seems to follow me around like a dark cloud.
Hey, come on, Sheridan. It's not your fault.
The nerve of Luis asking you those questions.
It doesn't worry me. He's just trying to do his job.
You're so cold. Why don't I make you a cup of hot cocoa to warm you up?
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Sheridan.
Please. You have nothing to be sorry about.
It was Ivy. She set my mom up.
I will kill you to keep Sam.
I know the secret that Teresa heard in Rome.